Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there are so many good proposals that have been developed that would see Kenya improving so much and making life easy, affordable, and one of the best in this country. The poverty we are seeing today is as a result of individuals just sabotaging the plan. Otherwise, we should not be a poor country. We don't need to suffer in this country. But some individuals are well organized. After the project has been identified, the financier is available, they come in and disrupt the plan to solve the problems that we are facing. So, in as much those in opposition are now dancing to the government tune, Kenyans are playing the opposition role by themselves. The issue of oversight is still going on. And Morara Kebaso is still doing the Lord's job. He's on the ground and he's revealing a lot. The issues that members of parliament are not raising when they get to the parliament, some normally get privilege to be on the TV panelist, and some normally get a privilege to address the rallies and all those crowds when they have it. So Morara went to Kitutu Masaba constituency, and he is raising issues over a project that was to put up a dam to supply water to the Kissi residents. This was 2018 project. It is a dam that was supposed to cost 6.6 billion Kenyan shillings, but later, according to the information that Kebaso is giving, the figures were changed to 10.8 billion Kenyan shillings. It's like you multiply by it, almost multiplying by it. And later, the financier withdrew. So, the situation right now is still same. Nothing has been improved. The project was dumped.
I am in Kitutu Masaba constituency, Nyamira County, and this is Bosiango village. Now, if these tea bushes could talk, they will tell you a story about this land and that swamp behind me. In 2018, the government came up with a project to build a dam here. This dam was supposed to provide millions of liters to the people around this region, to Kissi town, to Keroka town, to Nyamira town, and to many other places. This was supposed to be one of the biggest dam projects in Kenya and in the Kissi region. Initially, it was supposed to cost 6.6 billion Kenya shillings. But now, Lake Victoria South Development and Waterworks Agency varied the cost of this project from 6.6 billion to 10.8 billion Kenya shillings. What happened when they varied the cost of the project? The person who was financing the project refused to finance it. The financier withdrew. As you are looking at me, Mkenya mwenzangu, tayari hapa mahali nimesimama, the government of Kenya has already wasted 86 million Kenya shillings, taxpayers money, pesa yangu na yako, imetumika hapa, 86 million. Do you know to do what? A feasibility study. To do a feasibility study of whether this area is fit for a dam. 86 million for a study. Already spent taxpayers' money. Now, do you remember when William Ruto was the deputy president, the first time of the Jubilee government, wakati alikuanga anasema yeye ndiye anaongoza serikali, huyu mwingine ni mlevi. Now, fast forward here, through the unseen hand of Dr. William Samoei Ruto, these people were told to leave this land and be given only 200,000 shillings as compensation. Instead of their cash crops being valued, the trees being valued, their homes being valued, walipwe what was fair for their homes and their cash crops. They were being told to be given peanuts waende, because they wanted to kula pesa ya resettlement ya hao watu. There was already a budget ya resettlement ya hao watu, but walikuwa tayari washaichorea vile wataigula. Sasa ona, 86 million, nothing but bare land, just a dead project, wasted public funds, zero, a multiplication of zero raised to power infinity. Ndio maana nawaambia hii serikali ni wizi bila kazi. Na ijaanza leo, ilianza kitambo. In fact, mistake ya hii Kenya ilianza 2013. The moment Uhuru and Ruto became president and deputy president respectively, that's when we started getting problems here. Wizi bila kazi.
Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, just look on how the government was abusing the taxpayers' money. 86 million taxpayers' money was spent on a feasibility study. For what reason? 86 million. Really? And it will shock you that these feasibility studies was happening in boardroom meetings. They never come on ground. They just had tea and mandazi and boardroom meetings, feasibility studies. But they were supposed to do technical, economic, financial, and legal and environmental key study considerations. Will that cost 86 million? That's what they were checking on. Technical, economic, financial, legal, environmental. The money was spent. Alafu wakaenda kule wakachukua Lake Victoria South Development Agency to come and now give their figures. So they varied the cost. Na yule mwenye alikuwa anataka kutoa pesa akaangalia 6.6. Now 10.8. Close to doubling the figure. Is it true? So the residents of Kissi still suffer the same problem. You go to the surrounding towns, there will be problem with clean drinking water. Na maji ya kufanya kazi zingine haitakuwa, simply because some individuals in this government, they were greedy. On everything they have to see what to get from there. So this tells you we have politicians who do not consider the people's interest. Instead, it is all about them, their families, and close allies. So the project was lost. Those who suffer the most, the residents. And Kebaso has reminded us what Ruto used to say, that there is someone sleeping and drinking, and he is in charge of the government. He was the one running the affairs of the government. Anything that Ruto was involved in it, if you do your study, they turn out to fail completely. Ikuwe ni kwao nyumbani, Aroro, Kimaroro, they failed. Ikuwe ni wapi, anywhere Ruto has come to launch any project, it end up failing, where his hand has been involved. And the sad thing again, even after putting high number of the figures high, They still want to come and rob from the people. It's like you grab people's land. Where on this earth you compensate someone with 200,000 Kenyan shillings for a property, a land, na vitu zenye umeweka ndani. Sana sana hapa Kenya na ile uchumi ambayo tuko nayo. You know, hawa watu lazima kila mtu ako kwa nyumba anaishi. Unahamisha mtu kwa shilingi 200,000. Nyumba tu peke yake. The cheapest house you can put up, unaweka tu matope na mabati. 2 bedroom. It can cost you 100,000 Kenyan shillings. Room 2 tu au 3. Na hizo ndio watu maskini huku tunaweka tu kidogo hivyo. Tunaweka tu nyumba na hiyo ni matope, room 3. You will need 100,000. Angalia bei ya mabati size. So when you compensate someone 200,000, labda uko na shamba yako nusu eka, oro eka moja. Then a house on it. Nyumba labda umejenga at a value of 200,000 or 3. Wengine you put up your good house. Umetumia 4 million. Then someone from government is coming to tell you that I will give you 200,000, you live. You spend 4 million, 5, 10 million. I mean, walikuwa serious kweli. I think they were looking for some issues to put a blame on the people that they refused to move or relocate to other places so that they can put up the dam. Walikuwa wanatafuta visingizio na visababu. Otherwise, how on this country you can tell someone like, ndakupea hata ikuwa ni point B, 200,000 you go. So you look at all that, the project was made to fail. But taxpayers' money has been spent. Mwingine alikuwa anataka pia akule kwa wananchi, awapeleke wahamie kwingine tena pesa kule. Utakuja kupata maybe value ya hiyo watu wengine ingekuanga na milioni 2, milioni 3, unachukua tu 200 unawapea pale. That is how we have been treated. We suffer the most. So we will never enjoy the fruit of this country if we don't come out and fight for ourselves. Instead, the elite politicians, that team is the one that is benefiting through looting. This is highway robbery. So kuna kaa tu hakuna maendeleo yote ilifanyika, milioni zetu 86 zilikuliwa na mradi ambao ulikuwa ukuweko wananchi wafaidike ulienda hivyo. Who will take responsibility? Sasa Ruto ako kwa presidency. Yeye ndiye alikuwa sijui uko chini and all that. This is very sad for Kenya and the residents of Kitutu, Masaba and Kissi County at large.